bought you 12 blue-leg crabs. And I had a gift for y'all, but you know my whole alternator. Why would you buy it? But this is all right, though. One for my birthday, one for Christmas.
Let me feed the Boquisha. Boquisha,
and that's why,
you know I love you.
And I know you want a big house. That's why I got a double tray on the front. He said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never Thanksgiving. That cranberry sauce. I got 2 cans. But can you save me some, please, baby? I said, that's sad.
No, y'all gotta go that way.
Hey.
Baby, that's a Kicks record.
Y'all, that's not a camera, that's a video.
My money was low, so I went to buy a big house and some crab. Blue-leg crab, baby.
There you go.
And Happy New Year's.
There you go.
That is ghetto family. Bonquisha. And I know you want a big house like your mama, baby. That's why I got us a double trailer, baby. Yeah, double trailer. That's how I feel about myself.
And look, if there was regular pepper, they would have been gone.
Yeah.
Big old thing of candy. They were selling the candy by the bag. You give them 50 cents, they put all this candy in the bag. And the girl kept asking me, how much is the candy? I said 50 cents. She said, how much for one? I'm like, well, baby, I don't know. You got to ask somebody.
You want to say? What you did with my picture? Oh, Lord, look how you do your 18. Why you want to do that? You want to do what?
They were talking about you, how your uniform hang up you with your gun on your hole.
Not me, because I think you got an important job that Charlene was talking about.
Show us how you want to
Now your mama put on
the truck too?
your mama put on her.
Look, Nick, every time me and Gravy ride, we like, that's Nikki. We go on there.
But I hear we can't get closer than 5 feet.
Nikki, your mama trying to get close to the truck.
Get back, stay back on the truck. I'll try to get closer.
Michelle wanted everybody to know she want the truck to come to her.
No, I said roll down the windows, roll down the windows. Get back. Go.
I said, look,
This what you want.
I called. I don't want her that close to me.
I don't want that. I had to quit drinking. You want to spend all this money? And big girl's missing the bus. Oh, yeah.
I said, he ain't did nothing but gamble.
He was scared to come home.
But she should know how to
He had no
The
shoes.
size is
He was really homeless. Look, he had no shoes. And when you asked him to come, he said, and Tammy, she's so naive. Oh, my boy. I said, baby.
that size is symptoms of
I
gambling.
said, baby, he needs to call gambling. Why they call you gambling?
What did he say? He forgot where he was.
Hold on. That's for real.
But when he went to the hospital,
That girl looking in the morgue and everything else.
And he was, no, wait, they put him down and he was like, Tammy said, hold on, my poor husband is mine. I said 1-800. The sign tell you before you walk in the casino. If you think you got a problem, know your limit. Do not gamble if you got a problem. He come out like this and look. He was crazy. He lost all of
I was all in this chilly looking at empty swimming pools and
And what if
everything.
you'd have called me first, I would have kept you from looking.
girl, I'm sitting there,
She thought he was missing.
I'm praying.
Oh,
He was scared to come home.
he was getting them all.
He was sitting in the casino the first day he had money.
I think he spent like $2,000.
She wanted to know all the
The first day he was a high roller.
He won? Oh, he won the
The
first
second
day.
day, he sit there because he had the lows. The third day, they told him you got to go. You have some more money, you have some more reasons to sit in there. So he called the ambulance. like he was crazy.
No, they found him walking. The police
Crazy like
found
this.
him walking.
Y'all had to report it missing. That's why. Carlos, you should have seen it. Charity one day. And I had told Rose, I said, I'm just going to charity. All I wanted, the man asked me, he said, why are you here? I said, because I have menopause. I think I'm going to menopause. He said, okay, do you hear your name calling at you? I said, sometimes. He said, do you talk back to yourself? I said, sometimes. He said,
Wait,
do
man,
you
you
get hot?
Hold that
He
on.
said, do you get hot? I'm cold sometimes. I said, sometimes. He said, okay, darling, somebody gonna come talk to you. So he put the little nurse. And she said, Miss Bryan? I said, yes. She said, follow me, baby, follow me. So I said, okay.
Like on that play.
So,
on that play, the man on the play said, I said to myself, some of myself saying,
she said, come on, Miss Bryan. So I said, okay. So we get on the elevator and she hit 3. I said, well, where we going? She said, on the 3rd floor, but you don't have to stay. She said, that's where the conference is. She said, if you don't want to
Everybody
That
stay,
was the key. Everybody
she said, if you don't want to stay, you can come back down. So I said, okay. I sit up there, Carlos. As soon as I got to the little room where they had like a sale, they took my hair,
No, they
took
didn't.
my Boris, took my jacket, took my anything like a spoon or whatever. Like I had my pencils and stuff. They taken that. So I said, I don't want to be up here. Well, you got to stay. You got to stay. So I started crying. You better stop that crying. I said, huh?
It was a different lady?
Yeah. They switched me over. They played a switch game on me. So I sit down in the little room like this, and I say, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Okay,
One lady comes. She said, get out my living room. You know what in my living room? And I'm like, huh? I said, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I was just sitting there.
It was a big lady?
I'm the woman to get out of the living room.
Sometimes. So they called Charlie. You know Charlie Crazy House?
Yeah.
They called somebody else, Riverdale or something like that.
I've had deals.
They called Riverdale Charlie and something else.
I
And
don't
they said,
remember, but most of my clients
they said, if y'all don't sit down, don't worry about them, don't worry about them, then people come to get them. I said, no, and they can't, I'm not crazy. I said, but if I cry, they're gonna think I'm crazy. So she asked me, did I want some juice? I said, nope. No, I do not. Everybody drink juice. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, I think so. A girl worked with me past. She said, Brian, what are you doing here? I said, They brought me to the counselor, and he was asking me who's the president and all that, and I answered that. He said, okay, she
They
can
actually
go.
those questions.
Then he said, she
What
can
the day is?
go.
Who's the president?
Yeah. What's your name? What's your last name?
That's a bad
I asked
question.
one of my girls who the president was. She said Mark Morris.
See,
I
they
said, all
said-
right then.
They said spell water and spell it backwards. So I said R-E-T-A-W. They said, okay, she can go. Man, when I got out of charity, you should have seen me.
We
When
checked
I
the
got
spell
down,
world backwards.
they had to open up the gates and stuff like a jailhouse and stuff. And even the guard said, that's a shame. I said, I'm going to be all right, I'm going to be all right. So when they put me down on that first floor, I passed up my own car running. You hear me? I said, Lord, never no more. People say, go to charity for menopause. I said, not me. I'm not going, but they will put you on the 3rd floor. You go there for menopause.
What?
That's their system. But it ain't gonna work with me no more, not that I know what they do. Greg McCall was on the wall. And the crazy lady said, get out my living room.
Living room.
I said,
You know, crazy people out
they're
there.
crazy. I said, all right. So they had the telephone, and I was calling Rose. They took that phone from me. Yeah, they've been on it long enough. Get out my living room. I said, Lord, if you get me from this. I said, come on, now, Jesus. I
I
was
tell
like,
people all the time, you want Jesus, y'all want that crazy. I can show you where some crazy people at.
bring them on the 3rd floor and
There's
check
some
me.
crazy people.
Just bring them and let
You know,
them
they
sit
said they had
there.
Paul Martin up there.
He was.
When he had that breakdown.
He was. He took all the people money playing friend of friend.
Well, now you know you're asking for $1,000. Now he trying to get a jet.
Yeah.
A
Because
jet.
he said, if they buy, give each
He
member
want-
give $1,000, they
100
get
members give
like a
$1,000. Well, now he said 100 members give $1,000. At first he was asking everybody to give.
That's $100,000.
Well, at first he was asking everybody to give $100. The whole church.
Yeah. Now he said if you
Okay,
give
you got
$100,
over 17,000 active members. Come on.
that's what they put you
You
in on the
500 of
computer.
them.
Press the button and say, oh no, you ain't paid your tithes. You will not be laid out in this church tonight.
What?
Press this time.
What you
Oh
say?
no, you have not been coming to church more often enough. No, no, no. Paul Martin is a church.
Press what side?
They press the key on the computer.
For
Come
what?
on,
Paul
see
Martin
if
got
you're
the ATM in his church.
Yeah, and white
ATM
got
machine.
too.
And Bristol do too now.
Wait, you say they press a button and say you can't fall out at the altar. You ain't
They
fall
know
out
how
there.
many times you done came to church, how many times you have.
You can't get prayer, you ain't tired.
You ain't tired, you ain't gonna be led in their church.
You ain't got no money.
Call up. No money.
They don't want you there.
want something on the car.
You ain't got no money, you ain't gonna be tired. You're not gonna lay in that church, they're gonna bring you to Gertrude Geddes or wherever.
Zion is the baby boy, right?
Then he's gonna use one of his
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about when you died.
Stay off the grass. I keep telling you, stay off the grass. Like it's not gonna die if
You
you
said
step
that
on
sign
it.
at that store. She used to like those chocolate chip cookies. Whole pack.
I know.
She'd give me 2 of them. And just sit there and eat them. And we had to go. I mean, you know, if you didn't go, she'd beat you. Ready to start beating her. I was like, get her.
Did he was what? No.
April ain't there talking
And
about
look,
your
roll
mom.
up and work. She believed everything I say. I done Reggie didn't do nothing. Reggie didn't do that.
April, they talking about your
That's
mom.
just like when Dora said when Ella was living.
Her fingernail was this long.
What is that?
And we need y'all to come to church. And look at you. No, look at you standing behind me. You like this?
I mean, I'm gonna do that.
Greg, let me do it. I did what I did. Get off my face, I'm saying, I was drinking a beer. I was drinking a beer. I said,
Hey, see, you see, I better leave this stuff alone.
Lord, I know I'm not drunk. All of a sudden I took another sip, and that's his first shot. I said, Lord, please don't let my family do this to me. They already think I'm the black sheep. I'm taking Bill when my sister talking about Jesus.
That's what she had the fur in her hair?
Yes.
It was like a big, like a...
Great, you see this head her way come like this, and then it was tuned up like this. Like this with flowers all right on. And he stands behind her. Come on, how you stand behind her like this?
April, I'm getting this on tape. You better.
I said, when I said you wasn't on the board on TV,
April,
That's my mama.
that is on the tape. You better tell April. You better tell April.
Me and Carl went in the French Quarter, my cousin Carl, and I tried on one of those Rastafarian wigs with the dreadlocks. He said, take that off, you look just like G.
Yeah, right.
baby, he is a mess.
Me and Greta kept I said, that's deep. She said, that's not deep. That's deep.
But that's not better than my sister Goldie when she came home that year with the dreadlocks. Twist, 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 here. Rose said, guilt.
Look, Grandma said.
Nah, grandma knocked up.
Grandma said, you said, go look at your dreadlocks, huh? Go say there's nothing dreadful about them. They're called locks. There's nothing dreadful about them.
That's them people that
You only get mad and hurt.
Goldie left from here. How you didn't go to California one time, then? Didn't go to leave from here with somebody
Where y'all
from
gonna stay?
California, come back?
In a hotel. Like, we were supposed to stay with another friend of ours, and it wasn't supposed to cost that much.
Carlos, your mom
She
is
decided not to go home
Y'all better
for
still
New
get
Year's, so then we already bought the plane
You
tickets.
come back and
Y'all love this thing, y'all got on
Listen, Greg. Greg, you heard about Goldie when she got over to California. Mama got out the car. Mama got out the car. Mama said, oh no, he hit my sister. I'm gonna hit grandma. Wait, Carl hit Trisha. Carl daddy hit Trisha. Mama said, this my sister. He hit my in the grandmother was just sitting in the car looking. Mama got out the car. That lady said, ouch.
Oh, you ridiculous.
In Atlanta, we went out to this little club. Bunch of us went out. And we were acting crazy, dancing, drinking and stuff. And Bala got into an argument with this woman.
Always.
The police come. And we, you know, he was nice about it because the woman was wrong what she did. The woman pushed, kind of shoved by and just went off. We got to the car and I heard something jingling. I'm like, what is that? Maya just stole the people glasses. I'm like, well, I'm glad they ain't search us or nothing like that. You know, all these wine glasses. I'm like, what are you doing with the people glasses?
You know you got to get upset.
I heard a clink, clink. Every time you go clink, clink.
Baby. I said she gonna have a baby. She must be gonna go have a baby.
But you know, the turnaround was, to me, was, you know, with D. I mean, remember how D used to be? D was the only one with her own run. Nobody wouldn't go. D have a afro, and nobody wouldn't go and D run. I told Ever one day that, no, my wife, I should make her mad. She should. She go back. Make her mad. She'll go back.
I mean, as soon as my mom walked in that door, that was all she wrote. It was like just a monster or something.
Boy.
She was scratching and beating.
Cut my little brother.
She beat me so bad when I called her mama.
That's bad if you want to.
When she went off on her that day, I was like, yes, yes. My mom came home and like, did Grandma get her? I was like, get her. Shoot, these are, wow. I ain't this for nothing.
Y'all wonder why she had her own room.
The girl was crazy.
Not only did she have her own room, we couldn't touch her. They got purple carpet in there. Purple shag carpet.
They got 11 Shagorific, baby. 11 children in a 3-bedroom and she the only one.
Didi Rose there at the Didi and not children.
I thought I said her own room.
That girl said, I said,
But Trisha was supposed to share a room with her, but nobody wanted to be with her.
Rose said, everybody was eating at the table. Yeah, but poor baby, he used to have a little food separated her head. He didn't eat all this food jumbled up like us. He must have eaten this meat too slow. He kept on. You gonna eat that meat? I was saying, yeah. You eat the meat? You ain't gonna eat that meat. Man, that boy picked it up. He got a whole cross on his head.
She was crazy.
I said, she is crazy. I'm going. I said, Rose, I'm gonna have to go see my mom. I can't say this house this crazy girl.
That was the punishment to go sleep with D. That was your punishment. You had to go sleep with D. And you gonna do
you
right.
You had to do whatever she said. You had to do whatever she said.
All the way what she said.
I had to go to the store. If she didn't want those cookies, she would eat a pineapple, drink a pineapple drink, big shot, and it better be a big shot and a honey bun. Every afternoon.
Right, how many cookies she sent you for?
Two. No, she get the bag. She get the big old bag of chip
I
hard
guess I
cookies.
must have like broke up.
I don't know.
And she'll give me 2 for going.
Greg, what you say when Reggie? What you say when Reggie went off?
I was like,
He said when Reggie went off.
get her.
Get her.
She would come thumping down them streets, boy.
Rockin' Whitney Avenue, I'm Greg.
Whitney.
She had me on the tip. I said, I'm going to ask Rose, but I'm going to say about Rose, because that girl is too bad. That girl was bad. And here go Trisha. Rose. Rose. Not Greg. And here go Didi. And Golden. She was like, Rose, you bitch. I'm not a bitch. My bitch is a female dog. I said, you're too smart. Here go Carl. I do not fit in with these. Something is wrong. They ain't want to be with me no way because they say I used to twist my drawers or something. They don't wear drawers like this. When they fall and stuff, and I used to call them, come help me, come get me. They ain't want to be with me no way. I had my shoes on the wrong feet. They didn't want me.
And that lasted all the way on the wrong feet.
That lasted